Should I drive 6 hours for this bag? Is it actually worth it? Help me decide which color to get. So I am very interested in the new Goyard Bonbonnière bag, and I have been just thinking about this bag almost every day, day in and day out. But there's just one issue. I cannot decide on the color. So this bag comes in 11 different colors: black, tan, red, orange, yellow, green, sky blue, navy, burgundy, white, and gray. And there are some top colors that I really like, but then there's others that I'm very curious about that I want to try on. The issue is we don't have Goyard here in my state where I live. So I just have two choices. Either I fly there or I drive over 6 hours to get there. So my closest location is Chicago. So I just live 2 states away, but it is like a 6-hour plus drive. Now, I don't mind driving alone. I love putting music and singing and just like driving a lot. I do love driving. I'm a driver at heart. I've always liked cars. However, I'm sure after 2 hours I will be very tired. So this will require for me to stay overnight at least one night, which is totally fine. I've never been to Chicago before, to the city. I have passed by the city a few times, but I've never taken the time to actually stop and just go around Chicago. So it will be a first for me for the city itself and also for the store. And then I was kind of like remembering when I went to New York last year, I don't recall ever seeing a Goyard in New York City either. So I just wanted to go over quick the colors that I'm absolutely thinking about that I cannot choose from, which are my least favorite colors and why. And because I cannot decide which color to get, I will have to go there, and I will have to most likely go by car and travel over 6 hours because there's a lot of issues. I don't know if you've been hearing the news, but there's a bunch of issues in TSA right now at the airports. And bonus, I do want to take you over kind of like my debate process. This is what I do before I purchase any bag. So I will pretty much bring you like in my brain, and I will bring you to my personal, private, intimate debate. I call it a debate, but pretty much it's kind of like a deep analysis of whether or not should I get the bag, should I not, and what to look for. And pretty much at this point I'm just down to the colors. But it's really beneficial for you to hear my debate points in case you want to adopt any of these, because I just feel like nowadays, especially now in 2026, we have to shop smarter and not because of quantity or anything else. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why didn't you just look this up on TikTok, right? Like other people wearing the bag, other people unboxing the bag. Well, yes, I did. But there's not many people doing it yet. And it didn't really help me that much because a lot of people are choosing colors that I really would not pick myself. So, and also I just feel like in the videos are not making the bag justice. And I have heard a lot of people saying that when you see it in person, it's just like so much better and it's just so much prettier. So that is where I'm at. And I need to pick a color that satisfies me, my goals, and my styling priorities. So let's start with the colors. I definitely have to point out which ones are like the ones that I want to look into, which bags I want to try, like which colors specifically. So let's call it contenders. Which are the contenders? So let's start with color black. So I'm pretty much going to go in the order in which Goyard has the colors on their website. So black is the number 1. I do love the black. I just feel like it's so stunning. It's like epic almost. I feel, I'm sure like in person it's going to be even more epic, but I feel like this bag is very fall, kind of like winter fall. I am looking more towards like this being a heavily used summer bag. I do want an all year round bag, but specifically for summer, I just feel like this is like a summer bag for me. Also want to keep in mind that Goyard has a lot of colors, and I really don't adopt colors in my style when it comes to bags that much, but this time I'm very open to colors at the moment, which is mind-blowing, I know. I definitely have some regulations around the colors for my style, so let's go to the next color, the tan color. So I've seen this tan tan color being purchased online, and a lot of people are wearing it, and I do feel like this is a great color, a great choice, a great neutral, but I'm not a fan of tan colored leathers, so I'm gonna pass on the tan because of that. I saw the color red, and I do like the red. I feel like the red color is really pretty, but I just feel like red is not kind of like my summer colors, so I'm gonna pass on the red, even though it's stunning. I might even try it on just out of curiosity, but I do know that I'm not gonna choose the red, so I'm gonna pass on the red. Orange. So to me, my personal style, I have a huge rule, which is orange is banned, okay, in my wardrobe for clothes, shoes, bags. It is definitely prohibited. I have that rule, and I have more rules. That is just one of them. So orange can be fun for other people, but it's not just fun for me. I would literally punch myself if I bought the orange. Yellow. So yellow is one of the colors that I definitely want to try on. I've been kind of like on a yellow train in the last kind of like 2 years. I feel like yellow has been a color that I have adopted for summer specifically. It is just such a stunning color, especially now. I have an appointment, a hair appointment on Friday. I'm definitely going to get a lot more highlights, so I just feel like yellow looks just so good with my tan skin, and extra highlights. It's gonna look amazing. Buying a yellow bag is just something that I've never really done exactly, and it's just super yellow when it comes to the design of this bag. It's just like absolutely yellow. I'll just try it on and go from there, but I'm not kind of like full-blown set on it. But also I love yellow because last year I did meet Megan Hess, and I went to her book signing and I met her, and she was talking about colors, and she released this book about colors, and yellow was one of her favorite colors, and she explains why in her book. But it was such an honor to meet her, honestly. I just loved that experience. And then I got a I Love New York coffee mug or coffee cup, and I did pick it yellow too, just because of that whole experience. So I feel like yellow is going to be a color that will always be adopted in my summers going forward. Green. I love green. I'm obsessed with green lately, but it depends also the kind of green color, and this green color is pretty nice. I love it, so I will definitely be trying it on, although I did already kind of discarded it in my mind, but I will try it and we'll see. Sky blue is one of those colors that are kind of like on the top of my list, to be honest. I don't have a bright sky blue color bag that I own that I can recall, but I am very open to this color, you guys. It's kind of like the color of water, reminds me of summer, so it's kind of like the perfect summer color in my eyes. However, I was thinking more of getting this color in the Anjou, like the mini tote, but I am not sure, but I definitely want to try it on the Bonbonnière. The navy color is one of those colors that are definitely in my list. So navy is like my top two, okay? It's like in my top two list. I am in a navy kick right now. I feel like navy color is like my new gray for this year, 2026. Lately, I don't really like the color gray, but I am loving navy. Even like now in spring, like late winter also, I just love navy a lot, so I'm definitely gonna try that. Burgundy, I am gonna pass on the burgundy. I'm not a huge burgundy person, and I have never been. I don't think I will ever be. The white color, oh my god. Okay, so I am actually drooling over this bag. This is my top two as well. So white and navy are my top two colors that I am considering for this purchase, you guys. I love the white. The white is definitely year-round. I can wear it whenever, right? Especially if I travel, whenever during the year. So it's a perfect summer color. I love wearing white during summer. Is one of my preferred colors when it comes to clothes, dresses, short skirts, short pants. Yeah, I just love white. White sandals, white flats, white heels, white everything. I just love white, you guys. And they also have this bag in gray, but I'm not into gray right now, much less in handbags. So that's a no for me. So in other words, the bags that I'm considering trying on, well, that I have to try on, are the black, the yellow, the green, the sky blue, the navy, the white, and that's it. So 6 colors I want to try out of 11. All right, so now you know which colors I'm looking forward to trying on and the colors that I'm considering. Now that we've got over that, let's go into my debate points. Okay, so I am already comfortable with the size of the bag, the dimensions, the strap thickness, the strap height, how it could look on my body. I'm already okay with the design. I'm okay with the canvas, the leather, the overall design, how it looks, the hardware. I'm okay with all of those points, so those are not here in my debate. So at this point I'm already past it. So what I like to do is kind of like measure, look at the dimensions and see here in my house, kind of like take a ruler, compare it to another bag that is possibly the same size and compare it and see how I feel about it. So that's done, that part of the debate. Yay for you. So for this debate, my number one point would be, am I going to wear this bag often? So I feel like this comes tied to choosing the right color for me and for my lifestyle, my current life situation. So it comes down to that, which that's why I feel like I cannot just purchase online. This is not an online purchase. That's why I will have to go to the store. So in other words, will I wear it for long haul? Yes, I will. But also it's dependent on choosing the right color. But also it is kind of like the design and the overall look of the bag, the style. It is good and casual enough that I can adopt to my life, where I can wear it casually, like super casual, dinner, business dinner, and I can even dress it up a little bit. So, and I feel like it definitely works with my life. The second point will be, do I see myself wearing this bag in 5 or 10 years from now? And my answer to that would be yes, but also I will have to be very strategic with the color I choose. And this is why I'm going through all this kind of like debate, and I'm willing to spend time out of my day and out of my weekend, I guess, to go there and try these bags on myself. The third point would be, do I want a fun color or do I want a neutral? And this is a really good question, because I'm definitely thinking about which road to go towards, because I typically play it safe and I go to a neutral. Which in this case, I'm thinking about neutral would be white and navy, which I love those. I feel like the white would be more elegant and the navy can be kind of like very nautical vibes, but also kind of like very coastal, very New England. So I like that vibe as well. But also when it comes to colors, I'm definitely considering the yellow and also the sky blue, and I'm even wanting to try on the green because I love green. I feel like green is great energy and I love that. So the fourth point would be, does the bag look good on me with my skin tone, with my height, body shape, and hair color? I would say there's colors that are better on me, definitely look better on me. Now, again, this is something that I will have to try on to just make the final decision and determination. I feel like the design looks good on my body size, body height. I feel like it's a good size. Now, I do have to be strategic with the color for sure, because if I choose burgundy, I just don't feel like it looks good with me, my skin tone, my hair. I just don't feel like it does. And the red, even though it's a beautiful bag, I don't feel like it will do me any favors, as well as the tan color. Point number 5, does it fit with my current clothes that I have? And short answer is yes, it does fit with the current clothes that I've got. Whether I choose the yellow, the black, sky blue, the white, the navy, those colors fit really well with my closet. The green, not so much. To be honest, I think I would have a little bit of a difficult time styling that color with what I've got going on. But also I did have a massive purge of my closet last year. I did like 3 massive purges. Point 6, is it capable to fit current 2026 situation and vibes? And the answer is yes. It's not like one of these bags that people are looking for really. So I just feel like it fits really well Yeah, so the answer is yes. And point 7, is the style elevated, cool, and is gonna be trendy over time? So short answer, yes. I just feel like, again, it comes down to the color, and the color can determine the longevity. But I do feel like this specific bag is kind of like has opened the door for Goyard to pretty much bring in customers, new customers. Yes, it is a bag that I feel like will be trendy for a long time, possibly in the next 5 years. I'm not sure if 10, but the next 5 years I feel like this bag can definitely be trendy and people will still be wearing the bag 5 years from now. Point number 8, is it season centric? It kind of is. I just feel like these bags are more summer bags in the most generic sense, but also, if I do want kind of like a fall or winter bag, I could go for the black. So I can buy 2 maybe, I don't know. And things I could be possibly hesitant on, like fears or downsides. I would say I only have 2 points here, and number 1 is the color. Choosing the wrong color is a bit scary, especially if I want to go for the white one. Is it easy to stain that bag? I'm not the type of person that just makes everything dirty easily. In fact, quite the contrary. I really take great care of my stuff, and my stuff really lasts just such a long time. So there is a concern there, but I just don't think it's like that serious. And then quality issues. I don't know about the quality issues of this specific bag. I have heard quality issues when it comes to the tote bags and what has happened. I've seen those videos, but I don't know. I feel like the Bonbonnière bag looks a lot stronger of a bag. Plus, I'm not gonna carry heavy books in there. So I feel like I will be okay. I feel like this bag can really last a long time if you just don't, you know, drag it in mud or something. All right, that is the end of my debate, you guys. Those are all the points that I always ask myself before purchasing anything, especially handbags. Now it's time for you to help me decide, which color do you think I should pick? Which color do you think goes best with me? Which bag would you recommend? And are you going to buy one of these bags yourself, and in which color? I really want to know which color you will choose because I'm always interested in what other people pick. All right, you guys, that is it for this video today. I know it was kind of like longer, but I just definitely had to post this video because this is happening. And if you want like a follow-up video, I can even take you guys with me if you guys really want to, and if you guys are really interested, maybe I can put the camera in my car and kind of like we can have this long drive together, and then maybe perhaps I can be just super uncomfortable and awkward and I can take my camera inside the store and I can record some of it, you guys. Let me know if you would want that down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up with this whole adventure. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye.